Strictly music, only music, and nothing else. And today I have something that I would like to just speak on. I had a very thought-provoking conversation, and I thought that I would bring it to the channel because why not? You guys have gotten in the comments and shown me a bit of support, so I would like to also get the opinions of my subscribers here or anyone else who may support the channel or just want to have a thought-provoking conversation about strictly music, only music, and nothing else. I would love to pick the brains of the audience. The question I have today is, are we currently in the golden age of female rap / hip hop? And I know. Off the bat, a lot of you guys are going to say we're not. A lot of you guys are going to say a lot of the things that are coming out, the projects that are coming out, the tracks that are coming out sound the same. But I don't follow that trope. I am a huge fan of the state that women's rap is currently in. However, that doesn't mean that I agree and or disagree whether or not it's the golden age, quote unquote, of female rap. And let me tell you why I'm on the fence about that. The subject matter, I get, that is the argument that a lot of people make when we say, is this current era of women's hip hop the golden age? We say the subject matter. We say the profanity, the provocative nature of it, the overuse of the sexual euphemisms and innuendos, all of those things. We heard it all. I'm not on that hill, and I'm not prepared to die on that hill. I don't think the subject matter today is as good as it once was, but I also don't think that the rise of this extraordinarily sexually provocative and promiscuous music is something that was birthed in modern times. I believe that has been out as long as women's rap was or has been a thing. We've always had the sexually promiscuous, and we've always had the extraordinarily provocative women in rap. So when it comes to the subject matter, when I ask the question, are we in the golden age of female hip hop, and they say, oh, the subject matter, I can't agree with that. I don't think that counts. What I will say that really has me on the fence about it is the lyricism. It's the lyricism. Now, we do have top tier lyricists in the game currently. Artists like Doechii, artists like Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion occasionally shows a pen, not as much as I would like. But I believe just overall in general, the state of rap prominence, lyricism has definitely taken a back seat. I believe now that we live in a age where we can interact a bit more with the artist than we previously could, maybe a decade ago or maybe 2 decades ago. I believe lyricism has taken a back seat. I do not believe that the pen of the modern female rappers is equivalent to the pen of the female rappers that we had in the past. That is why I'm currently on the fence about whether or not this is the golden age of female hip hop. But I will say this is a phenomenal time to be a female artist. If you can operate at the highest level, it is a phenomenal time, because the penmanship is not as prominent, so the expectation is a bit lower, and the payout is simply much larger than it was at a point in time. And we also see a boon in creativity, and a lot of these current female artists pay homage to those that came before them, such as Glorilla, Lotto. A lot of these female artists pay homage. A lot of these female artists pay homage to the artists that came before them. So the question is, are we currently in a golden age of female rap? And it's a legitimate question. I think the lyricism has definitely taken a nosedive, but I feel the lyricism has taken a backseat in general in both male and female rap. So if we don't put the lyricism taking a backseat exclusively to the women, and we also include the men, then maybe we could consider the current time we're in the golden stage of female rap. Again, the argument against it is the subject matter. We don't have a lot of Lauryn Hill style artists that are trying to get their point across. We don't have a lot of UNITY. We don't have a lot of that, and I get that. The provocative nature of female rap is kind of taking the forefront, but we do have artists like Rhapsody and Doechii and other artists like that kind of are still pushing a different wave, something a bit more wholesome or something a bit more rap heavy. I currently don't have a problem with the subject matter because it's always been there. There's no female artist currently that is responsible for the boom and the sexual and promiscuous nature of female rap. That was here long before this topic was even a debate. So when this conversation comes up, and when I talk to individuals about this, that is their go-to. They're not talking about anything. They're just sexually and they're talking about the ass and the stuff like that. But that's always been there. Have we forgotten Lil' Kim? Have we forgotten Trina? Like, we can't keep holding them to a flame that they did not create, and nor are they responsible, I believe personally, for dousing that flame. The question is, where are we at currently with the state of female rap? In recent years, we've seen more diversity from female hip hop than we have in a long time. For a very, very long time, there was one female at the top of the game by the name of Nicki Minaj, and she ran the game in nauseum before these girls got any shine. And now that we have so many different artists, we have the Doechiis, we have the Lattos, we have the Glorillaz, we have the Megan Thee Stallions, we have the Cardi B's, we have the Rhapsodies. We have a lot of females. The list goes on and on and on, and I love to see it. I think creatively, we may be in the golden age of female rap. We have the Sexy Reds. We have female artists that are so prominent that they are eclipsing, in certain instances, the male artists, and the male artists are taking the backseat. Certain women in this culture of rap currently are driving that culture. So to say that we're currently not in the golden age, I mean, it has to at least be a conversation based on the state of the culture. A lot of times they're driving it. Now, do I miss the lyricism and a more positive message? I do. I do believe female rap lacks that, but it's still there if you want to find it and if you want to look for it. So my question to you, the audience, is where do you feel like we are currently with the state of female rap / hip hop? Are we in the green? Are we in the red? Are we in the orange? And we have to be honest. These women are creative. They're beyond talented. They're providing for themselves and their family. And though the lyricism has taken a back seat, just overall in the culture currently, a lot of these women still do have a pen. So where do we feel like we're at? If we go to gladiator school, can any of these current females hold a candle to any of the prominent rap artists from the past? That, I don't know. Lyrically, if we're judging lyrically, I don't think so. If we're judging creatively, then maybe. But the argument also stands that creatively they mimic some of the older artists. I would like to think paying homage. Sometimes people would say they're copying, because we do see an influx of songs that are being recreated with newer female acts, songs that we already know and love that are kind of being refurbished and rebranded and passed out to the newer female acts. So a lot of quote unquote remixes in female rap right now. So it's a legitimate question. But if you're asking me, strictly music, only music and nothing else, I wouldn't say we're in the golden age. I would say maybe a silver age. I think that if we continue on this path, if we get maybe 3 or 4 more super prominent acts to add to the female culture of rap right now, then I think we may be approaching that age. I think there's just a bit more homage that needs to be paid to the overall art of hip hop for it to be considered a golden age. I don't think creativity solely is enough for us to consider it that. I think maybe in terms of pop, that may be the case, but rap has fundamentals that need to be obeyed for us to consider it the top of its class. But I will say I thoroughly enjoy the current state of female hip hop / rap, and I will not disregard it like so many others have as just not being any good. Because here on the street level, on Strictly Music, Only Music, and nothing else, we give those songs a lot of burn. We give Sexy Red a lot of burn, Glorilla a lot of all of these things. All you gotta do is step out into the streets. These women are showing up and showing out in a major way, and we cannot discredit that. If this continues, we may be approaching that golden age. We just need a few more mainstream acts that can bring in a bit more of those fundamentals. It doesn't need to be too many of them. Just a few more to bring in those fundamentals, and then we can say, yes, we're in the golden age of female hip hop / rap. But you guys get in the comments and let me know what you think. I've had this conversation ad nauseum. I mean, it's Strictly Music, Only Music, and nothing else. This is what we do. All day, every day, we talk about strictly music, only music, and nothing else. And I would love to pick the brains of the audience. So get in the comments and let me know. Are we currently in the golden age, of female rap / hip hop? Are we in the silver age? Are we in the bronze age? Or are you saying to me, Strictly Music, there's no way in hell you think we're anywhere near the golden age compared to where we came from? And that's a fair assessment. That's fair. This is the court of public opinion. So there's, I don't want to say there's no right answers, but come on, in certain instances, we know what's right and what's wrong. So get in the comments and let me know, where are we at currently with the state of female hip hop? I think we could be approaching a golden age if we get a few more lyricists in mainstream level. I think we're cooking with fire. Strictly Music, Only Music, and nothing else. Like, comment, subscribe, get at me, and let me know what you think. This is a very interesting one. This is a very, 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 very interesting one. Get at me. I'm here for it all.